Shalom Aleichem, everybody. I have an interesting topic to speak about today, and this is regarding how to feel closer to Hashem in a practical way. There's a concept that we learn that we have to become a vessel for godliness. We are composed of a body and a soul. Our soul is a piece of Hashem. There's many layers to it, and not all of it is in our body. Depending on how much work we do to serve Hashem and how much we refine ourselves, the more we're able to draw down godliness into us, meaning our soul. The more we're able to access our soul, also the more we're able to uncover it. And then when we sin, when we fulfill our bodies, only our body's desires, and we run after our bodily desires that are the ones at least that are counter to Hashem's commandments, we cover up our soul and we become more associated with our body, and we're less able to feel the godliness that is inside of us. But when somebody is surrendered to Hashem, that's when they're the ultimate vessel. Just like a light bulb, it could only shine the light once it is plugged in. So too with us, we could only shine God's light and be affected by Hashem's light when we are plugged into the source. And how do we plug into the source? By doing Torah and mitzvahs, and by doing good deeds for our fellow, and by working to refine ourselves. Then we plug ourselves into the source, and then we're able to access and shine and shine Hashem's light and reveal it. And this is the ultimate purpose of creation, is so that us down here, physical beings, could be able to feel Hashem's presence. Because before we were born, as I've said many times before, our neshama, our soul, was aware of godliness. That was the natural reality. Godliness was the natural reality to our soul. But to our body, physical existence is the natural reality. Even though we know that nothing actually exists outside of Hashem, there's nothing but Hashem. But Hashem gives us the illusion that we are self-sufficient. He gives us this illusion that we're self-sufficient and that there's a separate world, because He wants us to have free will. But then when we're able to serve Him within this world, when we're able to serve Hashem in this physical world and recognize that there's nothing else but Hashem, and we're able to enjoy that realization here in this physical world, we're able to access an incredible light, an unbelievably incredible light. And Bezrat Hashem, I apologize for the honking. I'm here in Israel. I'm in Jerusalem. But yeah, and then when we surrender to Him, the more you surrender to Hashem, and it's not surrender in a way like, you have to see it like this: the more you want to turn your body into a vessel for godliness, because our body has the desire, our soul wants to do good, and then we have an evil inclination that wants to do bad. But we can transform all of our negativity to positivity. And the Torah is the blueprint to how to access godliness within us and how to bring it into the world. You know, at first glance, you learn the Torah and you think it's only for Hashem. But in reality, Hashem is giving us the opportunity to feel His presence, to reveal His presence, to access this state of heaven here on earth. The goal is not to work hard and go to heaven. That was the goal before, when we were far from the days of Mashiach. Even then, that wasn't even the goal. The ultimate goal is to bring heaven, Gan Eden, down here and fuse Haaretz and Shamayim, so that in this physical world where we're alive as physical beings, we could connect to the Ein Sof, to the infinite light of Hashem, and that will complete our task. That is what Hashem put us here to complete, to fuse the physical and spiritual, and to reach this state of enlightenment, this state of redemption, the days of Mashiach that we've been waiting for, that every one of us desires. That's the ultimate pleasure, the ultimate existence for each and every single one of us that we deserve to have now. Bezrat Hashem. So, Bezrat Hashem, we should merit to see the days of Mashiach today. Thank you for watching.